Good morning. Welcome to TVP Solar at the European Energy Future Forum 2011. It's a great pleasure to have all of you here joining us for the worldwide premiere of our first product, the MT Power Panel. I'm Piero Abate, Chief Executive Officer at TVP Solar. I'm presenting here our revolutionary product, the MT Power. Its underlying breakthrough technology, the thermal vacuum power charge technology, and its primary application, the solar air cooling. Let me start from our technology, because it is the foundation of TVP Solar. We spent 3 years engineering a technology enabling multiple products that can be easily mass manufactured. The MT Power Panel is the first product that is enabled by the thermal vacuum power charge technology. It combines planar layout and high vacuum insulation. Planar layout allows our products to produce thermal energy in any weather condition, even with cloudy sky, capturing both direct and diffuse lights. High vacuum is the best insulator for solar panels. It completely suppresses convection losses. It is the result of our core patents. The MT Power Charge technology uses 100% recyclable materials. This is a must for clean tech products. Our technology uses materials qualified for long-lasting vacuum. The expected lifetime of our products exceeds 20 years. Besides performance and durability, our technology will provide our panels with a low-cost profile. It uses commonly available inexpensive material. And in addition to that, it introduces several innovations related to manufacturing. Our technology uses high vacuum display production equipment. This means that our products are engineered for mass manufacturing. This means further reducing the cost of the product by means of economies of scale. And more. Our technology uses high vacuum display construction techniques. We capitalized on established manufacturing process with high yield, full automation, and low impact of equipment depreciation. All this contributes to provide to our panels high efficiency, low cost, and long durability. It is a patent protected technology. It's time now to unveil our product to the world, the MT Power. You see, is a revolutionary high vacuum flat solar thermal panel. Size about 1 square meter. Has been conceived and designed to operate between 100 and 200 degrees C, primarily targeting air conditioning. As a lightweight structure, a slim profile, you can easily understand how can be adaptable to any surface for installation. As a corrosion-proof all-metal casing, this guarantees the product in the long run from any extreme weather condition or aging. But more, this product embeds another technology patented by TVP Solar. There is a special technology to visualize vacuum integrity. We call it spot check. When the spot here is silver, we know that inside the panel we have high purity vacuum, minimum 10-3 millibur. This is a unique tool for easy in-field maintenance and troubleshooting. But after describing the specs of this product, let's see MT Power in action. This is our finished product. First, it is a thermal energy source. It produces steam above 100 C. Has an outstanding performance. It reaches up to 325 degrees, even when covered by dust and dirty. It's durable, has been stress tested in extreme environment simulators. Is hail resistant. But even more, MT Power is robust. It's the only solar panel you can walk on. Performance, durability, safety, robustness. That's our product. Let's talk about the competitive arena, the solar thermal industry. I'm used to say that it's made of two groups: traditional technologies, namely evacuated tubes and flat plates. They sell a lot, more than 30 million square meters per year. They exist since ever. They serve almost exclusively residential water heating. So they operate between 40 to 60 degrees C to make hot water and a hot shower at home. There is a second group of solar thermal collectors, concentrators. They belong to new players, have been developed in the last 10 years, namely compact parabolic trough and Fresnel collectors. They're used to work above 100 C. And those are the players with whom TVP MT Power compete with. But let's talk about the performance of our product. We have the best performance at any temperature for any solar thermal application. But as we said, the MT Power is going to concentrate to focus on application between 100 and 200, is where high vacuum express has higher potential. Many of you are asking what for, which are the applications in this range of temperature. Our primary application is solar cooling. We provide standard double-stage absorption chillers with the heat at 170 degrees to produce air conditioning. More, we can serve what is called solar industrial heat, so it means a cluster of applications, one for all desalination, that requires temperature above 100 degrees. Since we play in the same field of concentrators, let's talk about which are the advantages, the key advantages of our technology. First, you see, we get rid of mirrors and tracking systems. We have an higher peak efficiency. I showed you this before. But more than this, because we have to consider products operating in real conditions. We have a much higher yearly energy production, at least 30%, specifically due to diffuse light capture. Concentrator only capture direct light. When sun disk is covered by clouds, the entry input is zero. We consistently operate in any weather conditions. Cloudy sky, pollution. This is a real product made for urban applications. But performance is just one leg of a possible success of a solar thermal product. I believe the most important element is the costs of the product. Because together, performance and cost then are summarized in the cost per watt. We have the lower cost profile in the industry. I already said, inexpensive, commonly available material. Glass and steel. Low production cost because the processes are fully automated. No rejects, the processes have high yield and very low cost of depreciation. This is an industry where we can massively grow without large investments. This is one of the main reasons why we believe TVP Solar can become a big company. More, lower installation footprint. Everybody that works in the solar business knows that roofs in many cases is the constraint. With the efficiency that we have and with the aperture to gross area ratio that we have, you see, is about 1 square meter of panel, about 1 square meter of absorber. Means with the performance and the minimum dead space that we have the lower footprint in the industry. Even more, zero maintenance. This is a major issue with respect to concentrators. We don't need any precision cleaning for dust. I showed you before that we are marginally affected by these elements. Second, we have no serviceable moving parts. We don't need maintenance for mechanical parts for the tracking. You put the panels on the roof, that's it. Simplified integration. We talked about the physical characteristics of the panel, okay? But it's more than that. When you think about medium temperature application, you think about hybridized system. So you need to integrate gas-cooled machines to operate 24/7. Our panel has a smooth and very consistent energy production throughout the day. This facilitates the software integration between our panel and a typical glass burner. We do not suffer from the intermittence of concentrators, on off, on off, on off, on off. We consistently produce heat throughout the day. Let's have an insight about our primary application, solar cooling. First, why solar cooling? It's the fastest growing, more energy intensive application globally. This is the application that's in developed countries is putting under pressure electricity transmission grids. This is what is increasing dramatically the cost of electricity. And we want to play in this specific field. As I said, we integrate standard double-stage absorption chillers at 175 degrees C. What we offer? Up to 75% solar to cooling energy conversion. This is a revolution for renewables. I already said that we integrate in systems that can continuously operate. Think about data centers, our main targets. For them, air conditioning is mission critical application. They need a 24/7 service. We can do that. For countries like Switzerland, many times we're here in Switzerland, many times people ask me what your panel can do with our weather condition. We offer year-round dual saving. With the same solar field, we can make cooling in summer, heating in winter. We have a huge installed base to start with. The absorption chiller market. More than 40,000 large machines are already installed outside that produces air conditioning for large surfaces, data centers, shopping malls, large office buildings. In this case, our value proposition is to enter just as an add-on. We have at the end, I think, the most important statement of the day. The empty power, this panel, is going to introduce in the market for the first time the concept of viable economics. In select countries, where select means high radiance country, we can offer a payback below 6 years without incentives. Without incentives. I'm remarking this. At the start of volume sales, empty power will be competitive with electricity. At the start of volume sales. I'm not saying in 20 years from now, and 1.5 years from now. We produce it. I show you that it works. We produce it. We have a pre-series manufacturing line already. Panels are ready for shipping. Large field installation will be announced soon. And we target field test in 2012, which have the following characteristics. Visible, has to be scalable, and has to prove our business model in different verticals. Let me go to the conclusion. What I've presented you today is a product with an outstanding performance, the highest in the industry, with a cost that is the lowest in the industry, like the panel flat plates. You see, there is no difference between our panel and a panel flat plates. Unfortunately, they reach 60 degrees. We go up to 325. Let me conclude this way. We are in the energy industry. In energy, the only thing that counts is the price per watt. Energy is a commodity. Either you have a competitive price per watt, or you're out. Or you are out. Incentive will not last, in particular with this crisis. Only real technology with affordable products will succeed. Empty power is going to be a game changer for the world renewable industry. Let me introduce you my partner and CTO Vittorio Palmieri. Vittorio, please.
Hello everybody.
Is going to show you the facts and the results of our in-field tests. Please, Vittorio.
Yes, as you know, every time somebody enters the market with new technology, the question is, does it work? And that's basically what we have been doing in the last 2 years, making sure that what Piero told you was real and actually worked. So what we have done, we have dispatched a number of these empty power panels around the world on testing platforms that we call the test bench. Okay? Here you see one of these test platforms that is being installed at the ADERE test site in Marrakesh, Morocco. ADERE is the National Agency for Renewable Energy Development down there. As you see, this is a multi-purpose platform. There are other panels, and these panels have been monitored on a daily basis, real time, with a dedicated software in order to collect all the data and prove that the performance that we were claiming before were real. At the same time, exposing these products in a very harsh environment like that of the desert surrounding Marrakesh is also, in a certain sense, a preliminary proof of the reliability that was claimed before, because in desert climates there are big thermal excursions that in turn solicit the most important component of any flat vacuum solar panel, that's the glass metal sheet. Here you see the result from the campaign in this particular site, and you see two interesting things. First of all is that both panels, they behave basically exactly the same. That's very important because, as Piero mentioned before, we have developed a product for mass production. So we should not be sensitive to differences in the manufacturing process. The second thing is that the measured performance is just slightly offset in respect to the one that we declare on our data sheet. And that is not because they are not performing as supposed. It's just that being in Marrakesh, in a very dusty environment, the panels immediately accumulated a lot of dust on the glass surface that was not washed away by rains, because down there the rains arrive only at the end of the summer period. So actually this less than 5% difference is exactly what is attributed to the dusting of the environment. And here we come back to the extremely important point that was raised by Piero before, that contrary to concentrators, these products are basically deployed on field, and then we can forget about them. I mean, we don't need to clean. The worst thing is going to happen to you, for example, in a desert environment like Mazda, is that the dust that will accumulate because of the desert storm will reduce your efficiency by 5%. This is definitely not worth removing by means of dedicated cleaning. So we have a product that really stands the environment where it's supposed to live. As was mentioned again before, the peak performance of a solar panel or any energy source is an important parameter, but should be taken with a little bit of carefulness. In fact, what really counts is how much energy my product is going to produce in a certain amount of time. So here you see that in the last month of September, the panel in Marrakesh have produced consistently over 3.5 kilowatt hour per day every time there was a good day. And even in the case of very bad day, when the sky was cloudy, because now in September rain is starting to appear, we were producing more than 1.5 kilowatts. So I think what is really important from this slide is the message of the consistency of the energy production throughout the time. That at the end of the day is the parameter that's going to impact your payback. I will conclude this brief presentation showing you live data from Morocco. This certainly will please our friends in the audience. Let's see whether it works. For the first time in a live demonstration, the web page works. Okay, that's pretty unique. So here you see the same system that I showed you before. Now these data are live from Marrakesh. So now you see that we have a décalage horaire. So now it's the solar radiation is 700 watts per square meter. The two panels are already performing. The temperature is currently set 80 degrees C because in the early morning we test the panel as an energy source for heating of, let's say, sanitary water. Later during the day the temperature will be increased to solar cooling applications, so namely 180 degrees C. And as you can see from yesterday, the production was once more 4 kWh. So once again, the consistency of the amount of energy produced.